you can see this one. This electrode, the tip here, the color, this color is green. The green color means that you have a tungsten, you have a pure tungsten. Pure tungsten. So pure tungsten is used for welding aluminum and magnesium. This one, red color, 2% thorium, it is used for welding steels. Another electrode you can have, so this one, the tip here, even if it is not properly seen because of the color, this is yellow. If you have a yellow color, or you can have a yellow color or white. When you have a white or yellow, what you have a yellow. It means you have a tungsten plus zirconium. Also, you can have another color which color? Okay, this one is yellow. This color, you may have a green. Green color also can exist. There are different classifications of tungsten electrodes. You will see details in your notebooks. So now, let us continue with our welding machine. This is the electric welding machine which is used for tungsten electrode. As I said, you have a cylinder which can contain argon gas, where you can have argon, helium, or helium mixed with argon. This hose pipe will be coming from the cylinder, and then it will be connected to the welding machine. Now, after when you have everything in place, when you are going to weld, you use a cylinder key, you open the inert gas cylinder. For this case, we have an argon cylinder. You open. When you open, this is a regulator. It will show the pressure inside the argon gas cylinder. The pressure here is high. It is why we have this regulator to reduce the high pressure of the cylinder to the pressure you need. If you remember for oxyacetylene gas welding, for oxyacetylene gas welding, we use a pressure regulator. We use a pressure regulator. But for TIG welding, we don't call it pressure regulator, we call it flow meter. A flow meter. So this one is a flow meter. If you look at it, it has one pressure gauge, and then it has this tube. But in oxyacetylene gas welding, you have two pressure gauges. Now, this one, this bulb, it will show the flow of gas. the gas which is going to protect the molten metal during welding. So now, here, a flow meter. A flow meter is different from a pressure regulator in two ways. One, a flow meter is indicating pressure in liter per minute. But a regulator, a normal regulator is indicating pressure in Pascal or bar or any unit of pressure. And the second difference between a flow meter and a regulator, a flow meter, if you look at it here, a flow meter has a tube. This tube is where you regulate the flow of gas, liter per minute. The graduation is here, will show liter per minute. This one, the second difference here, when a flow meter, the tube is not fixed in a vertical position, the flow meter will not show the required pressure. The pressure which will be shown when it is not in a vertical position will have errors. Is it clear? Which means it is working properly when it is fixed in a vertical position. But a normal regulator, it can work regardless of the position of the regulator. So now here, a flow meter should be fixed vertically, but here it can take any position. So these are the two differences between a flow meter and a normal regulator. Now after, okay, this one you can see this is the additional equipment here. This one is a store where you can put water. When the water you put here is used for cooling the torch. So the water is here, and then during welding, the water will be coming here and then going back in the reservoir for cooling. After, you can switch on. You can switch on the machine. So now you look at it here. This is where you can regulate the current. Here, these are where you can regulate. There are many settings according. For example, here, when you use a TIG, you make sure if it is AC current and so on, and then the same here. If the current is on, you can increase or decrease the current. Now, not always you need to use water for cooling. You use it when you are required to run the machine for a longer time. After, so now you can see here. Here I'm increasing the current using the foot. There are some welding machines which the current is not controlled by foot. In that case, the current is controlled here on the torch. You can have additional switch. When you press it, the current can flow like this one. Instead of using a foot, you can use a hand. I think that one, when you have such kind of machine, make sure you know where to regulate or to regulate the current. So here, so here, so now, you look at here in the bulb. Now here, it means you can look at this ball which is inside here. It is showing the liter which is flowing, liter per minute. Here I can increase or I can decrease. Here it is 20 liter per minute. I reduce. So now here it is 10 liter per minute. So now I said this is the torch. We use a tungsten electrode. This is a prepared tungsten electrode. To fix it, you have to open here the cap, insert electrode, tungsten electrode here. You open, now it is going inside. Now here, the distance which is out of the nozzle is taken as 2 times or 2.5, should not be more than 2.5 times diameter of electrode. You know the size, the diameter of electrode you need. This is approximately 2 or 2.5. I can check the size here. Yes, of course. Okay. This is the 2.4 millimeter diameter. The distance will be not more than 2.5, maybe approximately 4 to 6 millimeter. It is the distance you have you should make here. Approximately this is, okay. Approximately between 4 and 6 millimeter. After you turn this one, and then this one will be properly fixed. This is the extension of a tungsten electrode when you are going to weld. So the setting up is over. What is remaining? You can produce a joint. In producing a joint, this process produces radiations. Those radiations are very, very dangerous for our eyes, for our skin. It is why you have to make sure eyes are protected. This is, a shield which will protect the face. At the same time, it protects our eyes. Now let us make a demonstration how to strike a knock. I take my control near me, and I fixed this one to the job. Okay, I fix it. Now, after fixing it, I am this one I said it is a remote control. I make sure I protect my face. So you have seen the electric arc which I produced here. This electric arc will be used, you will melt the base metal. When you need the filler metal, you have to feed the filler metal manually. In this way, like you provide, you use the filler metal in a gas welding. You feed manually in this way. So, dear students, you have enjoyed the lesson. You have to make a practice on this welding process, and after making many practicals, you will have the required skills for the job. Thank you.